crypto is a very good asset to trade because you get movement and it respects technical analysis in the short term, right? But would I invest in it and hold it for 10 years? Absolutely not. That's not for me.
Good evening, everybody. This is Sahara South. Unfortunately, a little bit under the weather tonight, but we have Tom Baker, Tommy Kazi, Thomas Baker tonight joining us for the second time, talking about trading the global markets. But tonight we'll be looking at what does the financial market hold for 2023. I mean, we are in February or getting to the end of February. I'm dating this session. I believe we can look back and see how the market has been so far for January and maybe a little bit in February as well. And I guess we'll wrap it up with the training session we're going to be having with the financial clouds, who are taking young Africans, training them for 90 days 90 days. And afterward, those who do very well will be moved on to a prop firm where they get to trade with a real account and with real money. But first of all, you have to put in the time and dedication to learn the skills and strategies that will be shown to you by the financial clouds, and from the basic to using their instrument and their tools and their bots to learn how to trade. I believe that'll be the second part of this call. And tonight's going to be a very short session. So Tom, thanks for joining us once again. Happy New Year, if I may say.
Happy New Year. Markets seem to be doing a little better this year than last year.
Okay, so how's it been so far?
Been good this year. I mean, last year we had a lot of fear and a lot of what we call unknowns. So when people don't know what's going to happen, they tend to take their money out because there's a lot of risk, and that can have the markets go down. I think this year you still have some of that, but I think a lot of it's starting to die down, and investors are starting to become a little bit more confident. So we'll have to see how the rest of the year takes place, but this year should be better than last year.
So do you use the fear index? What is it called? The fear index. Do you also analyze that, analyze the market based on that?
Yeah, so I'm aware of the fear index. I don't really pay much attention to it. A lot of it's just hocus pocus for people to look at online. When they say, when the markets are fearful, that's when you should be buying. And when the markets are greedy, that's when you should be selling. You don't want to buy the tops and sell the bottoms. That would be silly. So if there's a lot of fear in the water and the markets have been down a bunch, but you look at the fundamentals and the underlying still looks good, well, that's a prime opportunity to buy. So I think we're approaching that in the markets now, but I do think there's a little bit more downside before we go up.
Okay. So what has been your, I don't know if you've been in the market since January. For me personally, I'm backing off. I'm usually in the crypto space, but I'm not touching anything crypto so far. I believe all the bull run so far has been a fake, it's faking out, fake breakouts and all of that. But let's say in your side, in your space, I don't know if the options, what has been your biggest gains? Have you made gains so far this year? I mean, maybe in January, and we're ending February as well.
Yeah, so a lot of it's been playing more shorter term things, getting in and out when we have data and when we don't have data. The market can take a huge reaction. Yeah, so you were asking me about, my thoughts on crypto, and I was talking about how I believe it's a speculative asset to be treated similar, almost to be treated similar as like a stock, so as investing in a company.
Okay, yeah, I think I remember.
You're not investing in a currency, you're investing in a company. So what you're really investing in is almost the blockchain technology and the ideology of what could it become, right? Could it become a global currency that's widely accepted? If so, maybe it's a good investment. Could it become regulated to the point where the value of it will diminish? That's also a possibility. So knowing all those possibilities and the fundamentals of what it could become, for me, it's not something I want to invest in. Will I trade it? Yeah, I'd be happy trading short term, because on a technical basis, crypto is a very good asset to trade because you get movement and it respects technical analysis in the short term, right? But would I invest in it and hold it for 10 years? Absolutely not. That's not for me. That doesn't mean I could be absolutely wrong. It's not about being wrong or right. It's the fact that I don't have high confidence in it in terms of I don't know enough about it to feel confident putting money into it for the long term, because I think it feels to me like I'm gambling on what could become, and I don't know exactly what will be. So could that gamble pay off if you get into it, and could you 10x your money? Absolutely. Could you lose
I think,
90% of your money? You could do
yeah,
it, could go either way, right?
yeah.
But it's the same thing with the stock market. It's the exact same thing with the stock market. Now, when you know the underlying fundamentals, I'm just going to use Apple because it's worldwide known. But like when you look at a company like Apple, they have a track record of, it just goes up and up and up and up to the right. They make the right decisions. The leadership's good. If you invest in that, the odds of you losing your money are probably a lot less than if you were to invest in, say, Bitcoin. Now, the odds of making more money on Bitcoin could be higher because of how speculative it is, as in it moves a lot more. And so you can make a lot more and you can lose a lot more. So it's really about analyzing what kind of risk you are comfortable with. So if you want to have a little risk for the upside, maybe that's the type of vehicle you want to invest in. If you want less risk, that's when you start to look at underlying fundamentals, like say a company like Apple or Microsoft, for example.
So
So
you seems to be advocating for long-term investments.
well, the reason I talk about that is 95 to 99% of people can't manage their money on a day-to-day basis. They end up losing more money than just buying and holding. And so that's why I typically talk about on these calls long-term stuff. But at the end of the day, at the end of the call, we're going to be talking about how you can make money on day to day, right? That's the whole
Yeah.
point of what we're going to be
Yes.
doing, is learning technical analysis and learning the auction market theory, so you can understand anything that has and a seller. You'll understand the facts behind it and why things move from one area to the next. So yeah, hopefully
All
that
right.
answers your
Awesome.
question.
Awesome. So let's finally one more question I have here. So on the markets, I'm looking at Yahoo Finance Plus, what they gave for the January market, and they listed. So this is a tweet from Yahoo Finance, and it says, so-called in quotes trash stocks are right up now. That's AMC was 51% year to date. Then CVNA and Coin. Coin is Coinbase stock.
Yeah,
CVN,
so
yes.
I think I
These
understand
are
where
the
you're going with the
top three.
question.
Yes. So
Why are these stocks that are so-called trash stocks doing so well this year? Is that the question?
yes, yes, yes.
Sure. So these stocks last year, to me, you look at them a lot like crypto. They have a lot of unknowns, but they have a lot of potential in the future. So there's a lot of speculation on them. So you'll see large movements. And there's another reason for it. But so a year or two ago, a lot of these stocks went up way above anything that I would say is rational fundamental analysis. It was just people, and you're getting people with FOMO, fear of missing out, coming in and up and up. And we became what called short squeeze events. So you have people betting on the stock going down, but as the stock continues to go up, these people that are betting on the stock going down lose the money. So they have to buy back in, which then causes the stock to go up even more. And
Okay.
so this year that we kind of had what we call like when you drop a pebble in a pond and the waves go out, we're
Yeah.
kind of getting one of those waves. So you're getting like a reverb wave. So pushed it down, they're buying back all their shorts so that the stock gets pushed up. People that missed out on the what's happening again, they pile in, so you get another push up. So it's a combination of profit taking on people that bet down, and a combination of FOMO, people trying to catch the
Coming again.
short squeeze, right?
Okay, that was very insightful. I hope you're learning few things about the markets, about the stock market, about trading, speculating, gambling, and about crypto as well. So this call is going to be very short. Not so much myself today. Okay, I can answer this in a second.
You want me to answer Udo's question?
Well, okay, there were questions there. Okay, let's flow. Let's go. I didn't know there was questions. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so he
you
was
can.
asking why do trade in cryptocurrencies if I consider them a high risk or a gamble. I think a lot of it, like I said, is speculation. A lot of it's the light at the you're thinking, okay, I want to make money really fast. Well, it is can provide that opportunity where you could find like a new crypto asset that moves 1,000% in a day. And then the problem is if you don't time it right, you could lose 80% in a day. So for me, I don't care if people do it. I just don't find it a big proponent because I think the volatility of it, if you don't know what you're doing, can really burn you in the long run, because you might make it really good one day and then you'll end up giving it all back trying to chase that high that you got off of making that first big money, and then you end up giving it all back because you don't actually know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It happened to me. I know for a
Yeah.
fact, because when I started out, I did really well really fast because everything was going up, this 10 years ago, and I made a lot of money really fast, and then I end up giving it all back because I didn't actually know what I was doing. And I think this happens to a lot of people where they get a really big win or two their first couple trades, and they try to repeat that process, but they don't actually have a system in place to repeat that process. They're just it's literally gambling.
The market gives, the market takes. So to
Mhm.
avoid gambling, you have to stick to the fundamentals and stick to what works better. Minimize your risk as much as possible.
Yeah, if you have a repeatable system, why would you ever change that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Udo, I hope that answers your question. So we're moving on. So to the second half of our call tonight, it's going to be a very short call. It's our training. So we have our training. Are we still set for March? Are we starting the training in
Yep.
March?
So I talked to my educators. They still feel confident. They are on track. We are pumping out tons and tons of content for you guys. We already created a social sphere within our network so that you guys can join and have direct access 24/7 to all of our educators and teachers, including myself. I will be a part of that. I won't be the main one because I have obligations where I'm not always available, but I have dedicated full-time staff that are happy and excited to teach you guys. So it's going to be a 12-week course, so not quite 90 days. Solid schedule that we can do a week by week thing. So we're going to start extremely simple by learning exactly what the markets are, how to read a chart, how to read what the auction is, why there's the ask. So it's going to be a lot of simple stuff to learn to start, but you got to start with the basics and you got to build on it. Every week we will build on it. You'll have live classrooms. You'll be able to ask live questions. We'll also have recordings. So if you can't make it, because I know the time differences can be a little different. So you can either submit questions ahead of time or you can watch the classes and ask questions after. That's the whole point of having 24/7 access to the chats. And then you'll be assigned homework where you'll have to learn and do the homework. You'll have to pass the quizzes, and you'll have to try trading with fake money so that you get a hang of it. So it's going to be really hands-on, really in depth, but you're not going to learn unless you commit to it. So it's not like something where it's just a get rich quick scheme. It's a skill that we are going to teach you.
Yeah. So guys, it's not a get rich quick scheme. So if you're here to looking for quick, fast money, you're in the wrong place. We're teaching you a skill. Trading is a skill. Trading in financial markets, options, stocks, the same fundamental skills, which is transferable across all the different kind of markets. It's a skill. And to throw more light, I have an outline here. I don't know if it's still a draft or this is what we're going to be going with for week 1. That is introduction to trading. And some of the points here is understand the difference between trading and investing. Learn about the various types of markets, bull, bear, etc., how to characterize and identify them. Brokerage, what is a stock, what are options, what are the basic difference of trading stock, options, and futures. Realistic expectation. I love this. I mean, like as you just mentioned right now, not a get rich quick scheme. So I believe we have to know how to set realistic expectations. Then we go a little bit more technical. What's a bid and ask price? Then it's a quiz. As you mentioned, there are going to be quizzes and homework. Then then what is supply and demand? Then another quiz also. Then bid, ask, spread, and the mechanics that make them. Yeah, these are quite interesting things, quite interesting topic to get off with. Let's come back again to the very first topic, understand the difference between trading and investing. I mean, I had a call, I think 2 weeks ago, and we had to touch on this point because, I mean, like my channel, what we're trying to do is to reach out to young Africans who are, I know that our income are very low. Like I said, the average income level in Africa and West Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, is around $200 a month, which is quite kind of very low. So Imagine someone earning that much a month and they're trying to look for other means. So some people have turned to sport betting and hoping that, which obviously falls under gambling, which, yeah. So you see where we're going to. So I believe,
You can
yeah,
be systematic with sports betting and have an edge, but it is very hard. And I think it's one of the hardest things to do and have a repeatable process. But um, it's one of those things where with the markets and even with gambling, you still got to spend your own money to make money.
yes,
So why would you, if you have that low of income, you don't want to gamble it because you need a lot of that to you need a lot of that to live on, right? You know, if you don't have a lot of excess income, how do you get into the markets? And that's kind of why we designed what we did and kind of why we went with our funding partners. Because if you could show that you have the skill, believe me, people will want to take advantage of that, right? And if you get a good cut of that and you don't have to put money in yourself, that's something where you can make real money real fast with a repeatable skill, and people will hire you to do that. And that's basically what we're kind of doing with the prop firm aspect, where we can fund you if you should show that you're a profitable trader. You get to keep 90% of it, and we just want the 10% so that we're making money on our money and you're making money and we're both happy, right?
awesome. Yeah, everybody want to be happy making money. So one of the well, let's touch on prop firms again. One of the questions I've gotten about prop firms is from some of the guys here are like, are they real? Like, why would anyone want to give you money to to trade
So
on their behalf? Yeah.
yeah, so there's a couple ways prop firms make money. The primary way they make money is by, you have to buy an audition to get funded. So those typically cost anywhere from 50 to thousands of dollars, depending on which prop firm you go with and how much money you want to try to get. The reality is most people don't know how to trade, and they just look at this and they're like, oh yeah, I'll just go get $50,000. I'll pass a trading test and then I'll get funded. Well, only like 5% of people actually can pass a trading test. So they make a ton of money selling these tryouts, right? So our purpose is to teach you how to pass the tryout and then help you pass it and then help you stay profitable so you're profitable along the whole way, right? So we'll teach you the system you need to pass. We'll help you during your tryout. You know, we do live trading every day on voice. We read the whole market every day. On top of that, you know, the education, you should be able to do it on your own. That doesn't mean you have to do it on your own. Like, ideally, we teach you how to fish, we don't give you the fish, right? I think that's one of the greatest quotes in the world, is like, I don't want to just give you a fish because you only eat for a day. I want to teach you how to fish so you can eat for your whole life. And that's the whole purpose of what we do.
A very great quote over there. Yeah.
Just to
So
get back
yeah.
to it, so they make a ton of money on the tryouts, which we will fund the tryouts for the people that we believe can pass the tryouts. So the people that put in a large dedication, the people that put in the work to pass our 90-day course, will be able to get a free tryout, which I think is a really good opportunity for someone that has low income, because you can get access to $50,000, $25,000, life-changing money that you can make $5,000-$10,000 a month on, real money that you can actually make that much money a month on, which I think
And
is
guys,
crazy for people to think about.
yeah, and guys, please, you can't touch this fund. You can't move it out of the prop account. I think I've also gotten that question, if you can move the funds that you've been given.
Yes,
Take it, yeah.
so they do have rules with that because they want to protect their capital, but depending on which prop firm we do, it'll depend on which country you're in, because some countries you have to do different, they have different rules, but a lot of them let you keep the first like 5 to 25,000 commission free, so you don't have to take your 10% out. They do let you take up to 2 payments a month, so you could take thousands out a month. They do want you to keep a little bit in there so you continue growing the account, but they at least let you take at least 50% of your profits every month. And then if you ever want to quit, they'll let you withdraw all your profits and you can end your account, and you could go put it in your own account and trade it all you want and keep 100%. Heck, that's what most of us do. It's like, I trade my own account and I trade the prop firm account, because why would I not? If I can have more money, why would I not want to trade more money, right?
Yeah,
So I was just looking at, I have 2 prop firm accounts right now that I'm trading, and I'm up $5,000 today. So it's
awesome.
been a really good day for me today. Not every day is like this, but
Yeah.
you know, it's been a really good day. So I'm in a really good mood, believe it or not. But you know, these are real days that people can have, and they're not that hard to pass. You just have to have, it's the psychological aspect that most people mess with. They don't stick to the rules, and they look back and like, well, if I only would have followed my rules, I would be profitable. But no, I got greedy, or I didn't believe my system, so I held longer and I got a bigger loss, or I took profits too fast because I saw green and I wanted to take the money because it's exciting. And these are all things that we're going to teach you to deal with, because if you're not psychologically capable of trading, it's not going to be for you, and you'll find out really fast. Because I need that to be very clear, that the psychological aspect is not for everybody, because it is very stressful sometimes when you're looking at large numbers and you realize what they mean.
Absolutely. Yes, it's a great offer. Thank you once again, Tom, for bringing this offer to us in Africa and to the young people in Africa who are interested in trading. I mean, at least not an offer that anyone should just pass by, with so much support you're also giving through the financial cloud and all the support you're giving, and also offering to help us pass the exams and even fund up our exams cost as well. We really appreciate it. I think we should be wrapping up now. We have two more people in the room. Mark Nav, Wafson, please, do you guys have questions? And the training is going to be on Discord. So we have a temporary WhatsApp group, because most Africans are very, okay, someone is lifting up their hands.
Oh, I was just going to say, the training will be on our website for the course, in terms of like, so the website will have the full course with the videos, and that'll be the self-paced course. The actual like interactions where you get to talk to the staff, the chat. So we'll use Discord for the social media in terms of where we'll host the classes. So if you want to live interaction with our staff and with the classrooms, that'll be on Discord. But the videos and the courses and all that will be on our website, and a lot of it we'll have on YouTube as well.
Awesome. Guys, this is one of the greatest offers. I've seen people doing similar things and they're charging a fee. But here is a reverse, whereby you're not being charged a fee and actually being offered more options on how to get into it. So I think it's a great offer. So guys, please, I think we'll be wrapping up. We have just about 4 minutes to go. I don't know if we can come back again if there are still more questions. Someone just came on again, this Udo, he was on earlier. So please, guys, we're wrapping up. Are there more questions you want to ask?
I think next week we can start adding people to Discord so they can start asking questions there.
Okay, I will do that. I'll start moving them. I'll get a Discord. Are we going to have a channel?
Yep. So I'll send you all the information after this, but I already have everything created. It's just hidden right now. So we can get together over the next few days, and we can start getting people in and getting accompanied, and then we'll start in beginning of March.
Okay. All right, guys. So since no questions, we'll be migrating to the Discord so we can have our questions there. Then also you can invite your friends who want to be part of the first cohorts of this training. And it's going to be a great time. It's going to be demanding as well, as to from what I can see. But I think the ability to earn, the prospect of earning that much anyway, is very good. Yeah. So thank you so much once again, Tom. I think we don't have any more questions. We're going to end the call here right now. Yeah, or any final words?
Like I said, this is one of the only jobs you can do from anywhere in the world where you can make as much money as you want. The big thing is it also takes the commitment. It's not something that's just going to be given to you. You need to have discipline. You need to have a system, and you need to take it seriously. It needs to be treated like a job. It's not a hobby. It needs to be treated like a job, because that's what it'll become if you want to do it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Have a good night, and God bless you. Bye-bye.
God bless.